So this will be a kind of rare 3 for 1. And I don't like overwhelming people because I keep getting like, this is so confusing. This is so confusing. So I'm going to try to minimize the confusion because, as usual, Nora and Aaron are trying to get away with some shifty stuff by playing innocent. But it's like, no, no, no. You're just poking the bear. Bear responds. And now they're crying and crying and crying. So, what has been happening in the last week? Well, apparently, and this is very hard to, I guess, remember, Nora put out a kind of nasty video on Mitch Brisker. Mitch Brisker responded. Aaron Smith-Levin put out a nasty video about Grant Cardone, and an associate of Grant Cardone was not very happy and responded. But both of them are very puzzled why people are angry with them. Well, it's not that hard to figure out. But let me just first embarrass Maho, or Marilyn Honig. If you know German, it's Honig, not Honig. But anyway, so the Honig is having trouble realizing, why is my poor Nora under assault? I don't understand this. Why is Mitch Brisker so evil? I don't understand this. And she was just getting into this weird crying fit. It was really disgusting and stupid. So let's backtrack and explain this very clearly so there's no more confusion. So for whatever reason, Nora got it into her, as usual, stupid head to put out a nasty video and was shocked by the results. Nora did this very rambling commentary on Orientation, basically a Scientology propaganda film. Again, Mitch Brisker has talked about this, so it's not like we don't know. Yeah, he did propaganda films for the church. So she does this rambling commentary and literally stops to directly insult Mitch Brisker. Yeah, she just stopped the video, said, okay, I need to talk about Mitch and how stupid and evil Mitch is, because I just hate my Mitch.
About the films? No. Oh, they're great. Ron wrote the scripts. He even directed several of them.
Except for the ones Mitch did.
Only Academy students get to see them. They make training much faster.
Yes, only Academy students get to get fully indoctrinated in these seriously culty films.
Well, not surprisingly, Mitch was not amused, so he put out some pretty harsh letters addressed to her and to Aaron. And Nora, when responding, saying, I don't understand. I don't understand what happens. I just mentioned you. No, Nora, you didn't just mention him. You directly attacked him. And it was not critical feedback. This was not a critical essay on film history. This is just you being stupid and rambling and being nasty, being vile, being toxic. Mitch didn't appreciate it, and he answered back. But Nora had this whole, I'm so innocent. How could you ruin my celebration? What do you think you're doing? Nora, you should have thought of that when you put out the video. If you didn't want any possible response, don't put out the video. But you did. You're responsible for the video. Now, if Mitch put out the letters and you didn't put out the video, you'd have a point saying, well, this doesn't seem based on anything. It's like, why are you doing this? But it's like, it was based on something.
That guy's not gay at all. He's not gay at all.
With Scientology,
You provoked him. You poked the bear. The bear responded. You can't get angry at the bear. You poked the bear. That's what happened. And now Maho is like, I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand. Oh, I don't understand. Go back to the video. Unless she's taken it down, it's right there. It's not hard to figure out. She put out the video. Then Mitch responded with the letters. It's not that hard to figure out. But that's very, very common with the ex-Scientology people. I want to be very clear. A certain portion of them and their allies, it's just basic facts. A happened, then B happens, and then C happens. And they just deny A. I don't understand. I don't understand. I understand B and C. I don't understand what happened. Well, what about A? I don't understand. I don't understand. It's just the same thing over and over again. Now let's turn to Aaron, who is trying to redefine the A and the ABC here. So he put out, as usual, a nasty video on Grant Cardone. I'm not defending Grant Cardone. I think we all know Grant Cardone is a very flawed and very hucksterish kind of Scientologist. I do find it very ironic that Aaron has issues with Grant Cardone because they're basically nearly identical people, but that's just me. But we're not going to get into the psychology of Cardone and Smith-Levin and how they're remarkably similar. So anyway, Aaron being Aaron decided to pull in some other person into the controversy. So he's commenting on Grant Cardone and notices that Grant Cardone, which is true, he spoke with Dana White, who heads the UFC. And of course, Aaron being Aaron had to imply some sinister conspiracy. Now, maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I don't think Aaron put up a convincing case. And Mr. White was not amused and apparently is going to be suing Aaron. Now, is that lawsuit going to happen? Maybe, maybe not. However, it's interesting how Aaron frames it, saying, I don't even understand this, guys. I don't understand. I'm just being critical. That's what I can do on the YouTube. Aaron, on YouTube, yes, you can be critical of, quote, public figures. You're actually given a very wide latitude. That's why I can speak about Dave Miscavige and Tom Cruise and even Aaron. I don't need their permission. However, all that we know is Dana spoke with Grant Cardone. Do they have more compromising ties? That's very, very speculative. As far as I know, Dana is an atheist. And ironically, although Aaron keeps changing, because someone is telling me that he declared himself a Christian a while ago. Alrighty then. But I think currently today, Aaron is an atheist. So I don't think Aaron would appreciate if people said he's still a Scientologist or a paying member of the church, maybe being more considerate. But Aaron had to be Aaron and stretch things out. Dana feels a little bit sore and just says, okay, fine, you've had your fun, but take down the video, apology, and pay me some money. And Aaron's getting like, which he does a lot, saying, I don't understand, guys. Why does this happen? You put out the video. Again, you see a pattern here. You put out a video, you provoke someone was provoked, they're responding. I also have a lot of question marks whether Aaron is really surprised he's getting sued. Because ever since he had his big breakdown with Mike Rinder, he's been, to put it mildly, searching for content. So you think to yourself, well, content is not going to come through the normal ways because a lot of people are running away from him correctly because, he's kind of insane now. So they don't want to talk to him. They're not going to give him any information or any content. So it's like, what are you going to do? Oh, hey, I'm going to start a celebrity fight. I'm going to have a beef with a big celebrity, and that'll produce content. And then the celebrity is going to be like, hey, I don't like what you're doing. Maybe we're going to have a legal case against you. Oh, that's going to create more content. Huh. You see how that works? It's just a nice little cycle. Now, what I find really amusing is Aaron thinks he's being very clever. But again, the way the law works is you can sue for possible damages. If you're going to damage the reputation of someone, they can sue you. That is not illegitimate. And this is very critical. They can sue over possible damages. They don't have to prove actual damages. They can just say, well, why are you doing this? And it's clear. Aaron is trying to damage the reputation by linking him to Scientology because Grant Cardone is a Scientologist. Now with Grant Cardone, yes, you can, within a boundary, speculate about his involvement in the church. But with Dana, as far as we know, he's not in the church. Why are you bringing him into the controversy? That's an actual legitimate question. You can still be critical of his relationship with Grant Cardone, but within a certain boundary. But Aaron being Aaron doesn't respect the boundary. I don't like Grant Cardone. I'm not a big fan of him, but I think we've got to be wary of like, oh, you spoke with Grant Cardone. You're the devil. Grant Cardone speaks to a lot of people. It just seems like Dana's a businessman. Grant Cardone is a businessman. If you don't like their business, that's fine. It's two businessmen speaking, and there you go. They're promoting one another. That seems to be as far as it goes. But Aaron has to be like, I ain't gonna posit the super conspiracy. In other words, you're poking the bear is responding, and now you're like, well, here's a piece of advice for both Nora and Aaron. Stop poking the bears. It's not that hard. But if you're gonna poke them, yeah, they're gonna respond. It's not that hard to figure out. Despite Maho being, I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand. Calm down. Look at the videos. Review the timeline. It's not that hard to understand.